Chapter 1. The Forbidden Touch. Commander Elias Vance was a dead man. At least, that's what the Galactic Concordance's laws dictated. He had done the unthinkable. He had touched one of the Zha'ani. The Zha'ani were the ruling species of the Concordance, a race of ethereal silver-skinned beings who wielded immense psychic power. Their laws were absolute, their customs unbreakable, and the most sacred of them all. No lesser species could lay hands upon them. To do so was punishable by immediate execution. Yet, when Princess Veylara of the Zha'ani had stumbled during a diplomatic ceremony, her flowing robes tangling around her legs, Elias had reacted on instinct. He caught her before she hit the ground. For a single breathless moment, his calloused human fingers had brushed against her impossibly smooth skin. The chamber erupted in horrified gasps. The royal guards raised their pulse blades. The High Arbiter declared his sentence. Elias closed his eyes, waiting for the killing strike. Never came. Instead, a voice, soft yet commanding, cut through the silence. "Stop!" Princess Veylara stepped forward. Her luminous violet eyes locked onto Elias. This human, he did not act in defiance. He acted to preserve my dignity. She tilted her head, studying him. "I claim him." The crowd went still. Elias had no idea what that meant. But from the way the guards hesitated, from the way the High Arbiter's face darkened, he knew his life had just taken a very strange turn. Chapter 2. The Claiming. Elias was escorted, not to an execution chamber, but to the princess' private quarters. The room was vast, filled with floating holograms of distant stars and delicate sculptures of crystalline light. Veylara stood by a window overlooking the planet's twin moons. Without turning, she spoke. "You are wondering why you still live." Elias swallowed. "I was under the impression that touching a Zha'ani was a death sentence." "It is." She turned, and for the first time, he saw something like curiosity in her alien gaze. "But I invoked the right of claim. By our oldest laws, if a Zha'ani is touched by another and finds no malice in the act, they may take that being as their own." Elias blinked. "As in ownership." A faint shimmer ran across her skin. Amusement. "In a sense, you are now bound to me, human. Your life is mine to dictate." Elias exhaled sharply. "And what does that mean for me?" Veylara stepped closer, her voice lowering. "It means you will serve me. But more than that, you will help me uncover the truth." Truth. The Concordance is rotting from within. There are those who seek to overthrow my family's rule. And you, Elias Vance, you are the key. Chapter 3. The Untouchable Secret. Elias soon learned that Veylara was not just any princess. She was the last of her bloodline with the Zaeth, the rare psychic ability to see the threads of fate. "My visions showed me a human," she confessed one night. "A being who could defy destiny itself. When you touched me, I felt it. Your presence disrupts the flow of time. You are an anomaly." Elias frowned. "So you kept me alive because I'm useful?" Veylara's eyes softened. "No, because you are the only one who can walk where I cannot. The conspirators hide in the shadows, but they will not see you coming." And so, Elias became her blade in the dark. He infiltrated black market hubs, bribed informants, and fought assassins sent to kill the princess. With each mission, he grew closer to uncovering the conspiracy, a cabal of high-ranking Zha'ani and alien warlords plotting a coup. But with each passing day, something else grew between them. Connection. A forbidden warmth. Chapter 4. The Breaking of Laws. It happened during a storm. The skies of Zha'ani Prime raged with electric fury as Elias returned from a near-fatal mission. Veylara, usually composed, rushed to him, her hands hovering over his wounds. "You could have died," she whispered. Elias smirked weakly. "Would have been a shame. I just got used to being your pet." Her eyes flashed. "You are not my pet." And then she broke the law herself. She touched him. Not out of necessity. Not by accident. Deliberately. Her fingers traced his jaw, sending a shock through them both. The moment stretched, charged with something neither could name. Then the alarms blared. The coup had begun. Chapter 5. The Final Stand. The throne room was bathed in fire. Rebel forces stormed the palace, cutting down loyalists. The High Arbiter himself led the charge, his once impassive face twisted with greed. "The Zaeth dies tonight," he roared. Elias fought like a demon, his human strength and speed catching the Zha'ani off guard. But they were too many. As the High Arbiter raised his blade to strike Veylara down, Elias did the only thing he could. He threw himself in the way. The blade pierced his chest. Veylara's scream shattered the air. And then, like pure, blinding light erupted from her. The Zaeth, unleashed in its full fury, tore through the traitors. The High Arbiter disintegrated mid-sneer. When the light faded, Elias lay dying in her arms. "No," Veylara choked. "You cannot leave me. Not now." Elias smiled weakly. "Guess, I'm still untouchable." She pressed her forehead to his. "No, you're mine. And I refuse to let you go." Her power flared one last time, not to destroy but to heal. Epilogue. The Claimed and the Crown. The coup was crushed. The traitors purged. And when Veylara ascended the throne as Empress, she did not do so alone. At her side stood Elias Vance, the human who had touched the untouchable, the man who had defied fate, her consort, her equal. And as the galaxy watched, the new Empress of the Zha'ani took his hand in hers, proving once and for all, some laws were meant to be broken,